Hey, Robert here again. I don't know what I've ever done to Jamison or anybody else to deserve for me and my family to be continually harassed, threatened, and tormented, hacked into, and lied about. I could keep going forever. Um, I think it's got something to do with my UFO videos. I know Jameson has been into UFOs for quite some time. He has stories to tell about them, but he's never actually seen one or filmed one. And I think that took a toll on him, and he gets jealous of people that do film them and see him. People like me to get a lot of attention for it. I get a lot of attention for my UFO videos and stuff, and some people get really jealous of that. And he fits that category to the T, and that's my opinion. And also about this Vonhelton Kelly situation, I don't know how anybody could put words in Von's mouth and tell you what he's thinking. I think Von has trouble thinking thinking on his own in the first place, and he gets trouble with words anyway. So how could you think for him? I mean, you could have your opinions about him, and people could say what they want about him. In fact, people could say anything they want about anybody. They have opinions about anybody at any time, but that doesn't mean they're facts. They're just opinions and people talking. Um, I'm looking at the facts here. The Kelly chat letter was in fact done by a 30-year-old man impersonating a child. That's what he was doing. We could skip over that part and go into the other details. Pretend like, because Vaughn didn't know who it was. Vaughn thought I was a, 23-year-old or whatever, and she kept on going down and down in age, and who knows how old she was supposed to be at the end. I don't know, but in fact, it was you could call it entrapment. You could call it impersonating a child. I mean, Jesus, we could talk about this till we're blue in the face, and if you don't like Vonhelton, they're not going to agree with what I'm saying. They're not going to agree with what other people say. That Vonhelton, I don't believe, is a pedophile. I really do not believe that. Um, he's too outspoken. He defends himself too much. He doesn't run away. He's got a big mouth, and that does not fit a description of a pedophile. Um, you could say in those Kelly Vonhelton chat logs, uh, you could say, well, Vonhelton was saying okay to the two pictures. He was saying okay to show me the pictures. Yeah, he was saying show me the pictures, but the fact remains, he never once, not even one time, he never spoke about the naked pictures. He never once even mentioned naked pictures. He didn't mention them. That person that was offering was doing all the talking. I believe he just wanted to see a picture of that person's face to make sure he knew who it was. I mean, I'm really tired of hearing people putting words in Von's mouth and trying to think what Von was thinking. That's ridiculous to try to tell people what Von is thinking. How ridiculous is that? That's pretty ridiculous. I don't think even Von knows what he's thinking half the time, so how do you know what he's thinking? You could say, well, Von's intentions were whatever, but We don't know his intentions. We don't know. We're not inside his mind. We're not thinking. We're not inside his mind. We don't know what his intentions were. I have no idea exactly. I thought he was trying to help somebody out. That's my intentions. What I heard him talk about, that's what I thought his intentions were, to help somebody out. I I can't put words in his mouth, and I'm not going to try. And I don't think you should try to put words in his mouth either. If you went to a court of law and tried to convict him of some act he did that was supposed to be illegal, then the case would be thrown out, be thrown out of court, and there's nothing there. There's nothing there to have a case for. So this case should be dismissed. The whole thing should be over with. I don't know why some of you people want to keep talking about it and keep accusing him of being somebody or something he's not. I really don't. I really don't think he's a pedophile. Really don't think his intentions were to see naked pictures. I don't think he wanted to see them. I don't think he cared about those pictures, because not one time did he ask for them. Not one time did he even mention naked pictures. He never did mention them. I looked at that letter 1,000 times, and he didn't mention it. He didn't even talk about it. Didn't speak one word about them. I mean, you could have your own opinions and your own ideas, but that's all they're going to be. They're not facts. I'm going by the facts, and I said what my opinions are, and I think I'm right about them. And as for Jamison, the guy has very bad mental issues, a very insecure person. He needs attention. If he can't get attention in a good way, he's going to get it in a bad way. And the only way he knows how to get attention is in a bad way. And I think he's a jealous madman that that really doesn't have much of a life. I mean, you have to think about that too. I try to put myself in his shoes, and I can't fathom what he's thinking. It's impossible. I thought Vonhelton was kind of scrambled until I met this Jamison person. My God, this guy's scrambled so far out of whack. He lost all faculties of his mind or something. I don't know what's left. I really don't. I try to be fair about this situation. I really don't get mad about it. I get really tired of it. It gets really I don't know what the word is, but there's no call for the stuff he does to me. He does the same thing to me. He would do to anybody he doesn't like. If he knew your phone number and your address and your emails and whatever else, if he knew all your information, and if he didn't like you, he sure in hell would be trying to hack into your computer, trying to hack into your emails. He'd be ordering pizzas for you. He'd be doing everything he possibly could to make your life miserable. I feel it because his life is probably miserable, so he wants to make everybody else's life miserable too. And I'm just not going to be miserable because of him. If I'm going to be miserable, it's going to be because of myself, not because of what anybody does. And that's about all I can tell you right now. I'm trying to get all the points across, but if you have any points to make or anything else to add on to this about Jamison situation or the Vonhelton situation, please be glad to do so. But don't do it in a harassing way and call people names and accusing and saying this. You could have your own opinions and make up your own minds, but I appreciate your comments. Have a nice day. Thank you, people.